All right, guys, welcome in. This is guts and butts, or butts and guts, guts and butts, butts and guts. Ah, 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 ah. Go team! All right. Anyway, my name is Stephanie. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here today. You're going to need a step, one heavyweight, one slider, and we'll get the balls when we get to that point. Otherwise, you're going to be rolling. Balls are going to be rolling. All right, make sure that wherever your space is, that you don't have anything that you might accidentally step on and fall over. Okay, we're going to step up and step down, starting with the right foot up. So you're going to step upright and down right 10 times, and then we'll switch it out. Here we go. Up at 1, up at 2, up at 3, up 4, up 5, up 6, up 7, up 8, up 9, up 10, go other side, and 1, and 2, and 3, little coordination, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Let's start it again. Right foot, here we go, step it up, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left leg, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Just high knees, just behind your step, pulling right and left. Gonna add a twist. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Just stand here and squeeze your tush. Tighten up the tushy glutes. We'll squeeze, little activation to hello. Get ready, because here I come. Go wide with your stance, turn your toes out, second position. You're gonna plie, then stand and squeeze tush, okay? That's all we got going. 1, squeeze, 2, squeeze, chest stays up, 3, little plies, 4, 5, 6, the focus is on the squeeze at the top, 7, 8, lucky number today is 10. You got that right. Aha, grab your heavyweight. You're gonna hold it on the ends. And you're gonna turn your toes forward for a squat. In your squat, you're gonna take your hips back. As you're hinging at the hips, you're also gonna bend the knees, bringing the weight maybe to the kneecap area. Okay, right between the 2 knees. Then we'll come back up. Okay, toes are more forward than out in this. So we drop it down, and 1. Now, when you drop it down, I want you to see my butt is going back quite a bit. When I'm here, I want you to squeeze the tush right there at the bottom to come up and not doing a squeeze at the top thrust like that. So we're going to go down, squeeze butt there, and then stand up. Hard to do. Down, squeeze the butt. And it'll activate the glutes at the bottom there. Down, squeeze, and rise. Down, squeeze, and rise. Some people feel like if they kind of push the knees out or push the knees in, it can help them activate those glutes. I can just squeeze them, but I can also I've been practicing this one for a while, so I can kind of squeeze them without doing any kind of thing different with my legs. Kind of hard to do. That whole mind-body connection thing. I think we got one more. So go down, squeeze, and come up. down, squeeze, and come up. Shake out the legs. You're going to bring the weight to your right hand. You're going to go really wide with your legs. All right, your toes are going to turn out just a little bit. And you're going to bend just the right knee. So it's going to travel open. You're getting a little inner thigh stretch on the left side, yes. And come back up 1. Right side, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So those that can press this over the head, feel free to do the press on the last 5. Bend, press overhead, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Change to the other side. We're going to hold it for the first 5 at the shoulder. You're going to start to bend the knee, track the knee over the toe, feel the stretch here, and straighten for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to add the press only if you can or wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, switch the hand back. This time you're going to bend the knee and do more of a hinge. So you're going to keep it at the shoulder. You're going to bend that right knee. As you bend the knee, you're also hinging at the hip and then coming up. We're going to stay on the right side, 10 of these. 1, 2, 3. So you feel like you're taking that butt backwards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change the weight. Bending the knee, but also do the hinge, taking the butt back. 1. I almost feel like my elbow's coming towards my knee without touching. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Shake it out. You're going to hold your heavy weight with both hands. You're going to come to the side of your block. I'm just going to scoot my block back a little bit. All right. So you're going to put your left foot on the block. Step, whatever you got there. Okay, so we're going to squat down, put most of the weight in your right leg, the one that's on the wood floor. This one on the top is going to be nice and light. When you do this, you're going to add a bicep curl. Okay, if your weight is really light, you can also take it forward straight arm instead of curl. Okay, but depending on how heavy you picked up will depend on what you decide to do. So you're trying to keep all the weight on your right foot. So don't have your foot too far out to the side. Get it right up underneath you. You're going to take the weight and either curl as you squat or straight arm. Okay, here we go. That looks like 2 to me. 3, no, I had an extra, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh, 2 more, 9, and 10. Nice job. Flippy, flippy, over side. Once again, all the weight on that left foot. Soften the knee, curl or extend the arms. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's okay to breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and All right, let's put the heavy weight down. And stand all the way up onto your block, onto the edge to the right. All right. So we're going to step down off of this block with slow control, and we're going to come up as slow and controlled as possible. So we're only trying to barely touch down or even not at all lifting the leg. We're going to do 5 on each side. So slow control, landing, and just as slow. Coming back up, strong leg, balance. Coming back out, soft landing, coming back up, and balance. Hands wherever you feel you need them. One more. Nice job. Other side. Working a little balance here. So standing up near the edge. Step the foot out, right? Slow control. Lower. Soft landing. See if you can balance at the top. You will definitely see one side for you is better than the other. It will vary from person to person. 2 more. Nice job. All righty, guys, we're going to do a little bit of good morning. So feet about shoulder width apart. Legs are going to be more straight than bent, but there is a softness in the knees. Keeping a flat back, you're going to hinge at the hip to touch down towards your step. You do not have to touch your step, but going in that direction and then coming back up. We're looking for a stretch in the back of the legs, flat back. Here we go. Tapping, coming up. Trying not to let the knees change. They're in the exact same position, even on the stand. I'm not going to let them straighten out or bend anymore. It's as if I've got casts in my legs. They're not bending anymore. They're not straightening anymore. They're staying in the exact same position. But what is happening is I am taking my booty backwards, hinging right at the hip, and coming up with as flat of a back as possible. I also am pretending that I've got my neck in one of those neck braces after an automobile accident. You got whiplash, right? Your neck is attached. Not going to look up and kink it. You got that brace around your neck. So we've got our legs braced and our neck brace. For those that this feels okay for, you can grab your heavy weight and continue with, let's continue with 4 more. No, 5 more, 5 more. All right, shoulder width apart, hinging down. Keep the weight really close to your legs. Really close, almost touching, or even touching just a little bit with your pinky. Two more. One more. Nice job. All right, you're gonna hang on to your heavy weight, put it into your right hand. You're now gonna use your step behind you. So step in the front side of your step. You're gonna put your weight onto your right foot, and your left foot is gonna just tap behind you on your step. Doing a split squat. So you're gonna bend both knees, trying to keep the weight in this front leg and come back up. Now, the more you hinge forward, or a little bit of a hinge, you're gonna get more work in the glute. If you keep your chest upright, it's gonna be more in the thigh and knee. So, but this is butts and guts, right? So hinge a little bit forward as you lower it down and come up for 1. Feel the butt work here. 2, that's your focus, right glute. 3, you're working your balance, very little weight on the step, if none at all. What number are we on, boss? Thank you. 6, oh, yikes. 7, 8, very little weight on that block. 9, and 10. So it's almost as if this leg doesn't even exist. It's just there for floating decoration. Place the weight into the other side. Tapping the toe, once again, all the way forward in that left leg, this standing leg on the floor. You're gonna bend the knee, hinging a little bit, butt goes back and coming up. Both knees are bending, but hardly any weight on that right foot too. So the stance can't be too terribly wide. Otherwise you're getting too much of a stretch in your front hip flexors. Less focus in that glute. What number? 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is my weak side today. 8, 9. I know it. Oh, and then, oh, nice job. Okay, so you're gonna put this down on your step, and then you're gonna get your slider out. I'm gonna move my step over just a little bit so I've got a little bit more room. I'm gonna tilt my camera down so you can see what I'm doing with the other slidey. Okay, you're gonna stand on your right foot and put the slider on the left. You're gonna point it forward and you're gonna slide it around behind you. So make sure you have plenty of room to the back side, keeping both legs straight and slide it back forward. You wanna try not to let any upper body move. So you're trying to pretend you're a beauty pageant contestant and you're gonna move the leg and everything up here. You got that glass of wine on your head or whatever you got up there. Do not let it fall down. Try to keep it there. Just going back and forth, doing half circles, squeezing the tushy at the back side. However, the left leg that's doing the swinging around really isn't your main focus. Your main focus is the strength and the hip of the right standing leg. That's the one under constant tension. That's the one doing the real work. This one's working, but halfway. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Y'all are super fly today. All righty, pointing that foot forward. Your standing leg is straight, strong, toes forward, best you can. Got your stack of books in your head. Arms where you need them for your balance, whether out the side or on the hip. Everybody has a different balancing point. I think once time in my life, I could have been a tightrope walker because I really kind of like this action here where I'm holding my tightrope stick. Although I'm scared of heights now, so I don't know how I would ever be able to do that. I'm not even sure if I could do it 6 inches off the floor. I'd flip out. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those legs. I think it is time to get the mat out. So you're gonna get your mat out, but nothing on the mat to start. And we're gonna stay standing. So we're gonna do a little stretching of the legs, doing inchworms. So standing at the back of your mat, either off it or on it. I know some people are kind of funny about putting their tennis shoes on their mat, so I get it. So you can stand off your mat or on it. Going to fold down, bring your hands to the mat. Now you can keep your legs straight. That's the hardest challenge. But if you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Walk your hands forward, out into a plank. You're gonna lower down to the belly all the way. You're gonna give me a skydiver, lifting up here. That way you're working your glutes. Then you're gonna push yourself back up to plank, however you get there. Then walk your hands backwards to your toes. See if you can keep your legs straight. You need to bend your knees, and then roll on up. Let's go again. Tucking the chin, roll it down. If you need a flat back, I get it, flat back. Walk the hands out, plank. Slow control, lower down. Skydive. Whee! Press yourself up, plank. Walk your hands back, get the hips up high, legs stay straight if you can. That'll give you a little shoulder challenge. And then strong legs, roll up. All right, you're on your own. So you can go at faster pace. You can keep it at this slow pace. You can modify anything you need in it. You want to add an extra push-up in there before you go down. By all means, add a push-up, lower down. Let's make it your own. We're going to do this for about 2 minutes. If you just want to skydive for 2 minutes, skydive for 2 minutes. You want to plank for 2 minutes, plank. Continue on. I'm watching you. Love the extra hamstring curl. I love that. That was awesome. Somebody bent their knees in their skydive. You get creative. You can stay stationary with what it is that you need to do for you today. All righty, finishing up the one you're on. You're going to land on your belly. So making your way all the way back down onto the belly. You're going to rest your forehead. You're going to bend the right knee, flex the foot, and you're going to lift that right leg, squeezing the glute. So we're doing little pumps towards the ceiling. This is going to be 20 on each side. Here we go. And 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, bending the knee, flex the foot, kicking, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs come up, arms out to the side. You're going to tap the heels, double tap, and then open the legs. So we go tap, tap, open, tap, tap, open, tap, tap, open, tap, tap, open. Lower back is working, upper back is working, glutes for sure. Tap, tap, open. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Child's pose, taking a rest for your back. Fire hydrants. This fire hydrant, you're going to go as high up as you possibly can. So sometimes I say, let's keep the core strong and just lift it out to the side without letting any movement happen. But today we're going to lift the leg out to the side and open up as high as you can. However, I want you to be focusing on your arms. Arms are going to stay straight, not letting one elbow bend. Okay. All right. 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Inhale, exhale, high. 1. Inhale, 2, as high up as you can get. Get a twist. 3. See what you can do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Inhale, exhale. 1. High up. 2. Arms straight. 3. You've got this. 4 and 5. Hopefully you're feeling the glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Down dog. Pedaling out the feet, bending right and left to just get a release in the tush. All right, come down to forearm plank. We're gonna do hip dips. Now you can modify on the knees and just take a little bit of side to side, okay? But if you can, bring your feet together. Knees are gonna go off the mat, and you're gonna bring your right hip towards the mat, left hip up, and then roll through center to other side. We're gonna try not to move the feet on this one today. Sometimes people roll the feet, but try to keep your feet like you're doing a regular forearm plank with no rotation. Small little rotations here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Come down to your belly. Whew. Take a breather. Straight leg lifts. So you can rest your forehead. You can leave it lifted. Right leg is going to lift. We're doing 20 straight leg lifts. And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, super flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll over onto your right side. Stay down on the shoulder, banana. You're gonna keep your left arm on the floor in front of you so that you roll slightly forward. You're gonna bring your feet slightly behind you. You're gonna lift your head and your feet, but you should feel like you're doing the feet a little behind versus feet in front. Okay, holding up, hanging out. Holding up, hanging out. Top leg is going to lift 10 times. 1, 2, keep the bottom leg lifted. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep the top leg lifted apart. Lift them up. Bottom leg lifting 1. Bottom leg 2. Bottom leg only 3. Top leg stay steady. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Roll to the other side. So all the way down, straight like a pencil. Okay, lift your head and lift your feet, and then take your feet slightly behind you. Top hand is on the ground, so you're rolling slightly forward. Lift both legs and hover and hold. We hold here. Top leg lifts, hold. All right, we're gonna pulse this leg, top leg lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold it up. 10. Your bottom leg is gonna pulse. Keep the top leg steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Come on to your back. All right, knees bent. You're gonna lift your hips up into bridge, then lower down, and then you're gonna crunch lift up, okay? Like you're touching the side of your legs. So you lower your head, hips come up, lower down, crunch it up. Squeeze glutes 1, crunch 1. 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, and 10. Nice job. Both legs go up into the air. You're gonna crisscross quite quickly. Toes are pointed, legs are straight. Crisscross, crisscross. Keep it really tight. Work those inner thighs. Feel the lower back pressing towards the mat, working the core. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Happy baby. Go wide with your legs. All right, bring the knees into your chest. Lift your head and shoulders, reach forward. You're going to extend the legs out, lift up, bend the knees, creating like a big circle. Extend, open out, lift to the ceiling, bend knees to chest. Extend low to hover, sweep up. That's, I think, 3. Extend, sweep it up. There's 4. Lift it for 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. Last one, keep the legs up, lower your head down. Flex your feet. Open to a V, pretty wide, and pulse the legs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Windshield wiper the legs from side to side. All right, heel toe your feet together. So I'm going to show you the modification first, and then I'll show you the harder version. You're going to extend your right leg up into the air. Leg is straight. You want to feel like it's going straight up to the ceiling directly over your hip. You're then going to try to open it slowly out to the side. Now, be mindful, don't let your left leg move, and try not to let your left hip come off the floor. Then bring it back up, okay? So that's the modification. The advanced version is to lift your hips up into a bridge and do the same thing, opening the leg slow to where you can tolerate it and bringing it back up to center. Okay, 5 on each side because we're going really slow, opening the leg slow, and then bringing it back up, really focusing on your left leg and left hip, keeping it steady, opening slow, and coming back up. 3 more. Opening slow, and bringing it back up. I think you got 2 more. Opening slow, and bringing it back up. And if you haven't tried it with your hips up, give it a whirl, lift your hips up and try at least 1, and release. All right, let's try the other side. Left leg's gonna come up into the air. Try it with the modification first if you like. Opening the leg slow, make sure your right leg stays steady, and then bringing it back in. Now lifting your hips, if you took that challenge on the other side, slow control, and back up for 2. Slow control, open, steady right leg, coming back up for 3. Slow down and slow up for 4. You have 1 more. And when you're done with that, give me either a happy baby or windshield wipers, whichever one is calling your name. Either the side to side windshield or happy baby or some sort of stretch. All right. We're going to roll into a side plank. So roll over onto your right side. And if you'd like to grab your heavy weight, bring it along with you. And if you have your slider nearby, bring it along with you. Okay, so we're just going to do a side plank hold with the weight up in the air. So you can stay on your knees with your hips lifted. Okay, you can stagger the feet, meaning your top leg is in front, legs are straight, and lift the hips, or you can stack your feet. But usually when I go into a stacked feet situation, I try to make sure I get myself up really well first. Get myself up, use both hands, get strong through the shoulder, and then bring the weight up. We're in a hold for a 10 count. You ready? Come in and join me for 3, 2, 1. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Whew. Stay on this right side. Move your weight a little bit out of the way. Next up, you're going to come near the edge of your mat, because what you're going to do is you're going to put your left foot on this slider. You're going to stay on the knee and lift your hip. You're going to extend the leg and then bend the knee in as tight as you can go. Okay? Now you can do this in the plank on the side of the foot. Absolutely. Okay? But I know you're probably tired. You've already probably done another 2 classes. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and other side. Bring your weight. All right, we're gonna do the side plank hold. So once again, picking your level, feet stacked. I like to use both hands. Make sure I feel strong and steady first. Make sure the shoulder has no issues. And then I bring the hand to the weight and slowly press it up. For 3, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Move your weight out of the way. Coming near the edge of your mat, putting the top leg on it. Now, you can stay just rested, but ideally try to lift at least your hip up on your knee. That way when you're pulling in, you're getting that core work in. You can also do it in that full side plank style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Have a seat. Turn to face front. Get the soles of the feet together if this works in your legs. Otherwise, just cross your legs. Soles of the feet together ideally, but if you know this, then go here. Okay. Sitting up tall. Tuck the chin and round down. And then coming up, seated windshield wipers. So you're going to put your hands back, lean back. Your feet are going to go wide. You're going to roll the knees, slow control. Try not to force anything down, just letting them go and then kind of relax, letting gravity take it. You will probably shift forward a little bit as you do this. Creeping forward is what I call it. We creep forward a little bit. You're also getting a little glute massage. That doesn't suck, especially if you have a sore piriformis muscle or one of them gets a little sore because you might have overdone it. But ideally you feel pretty no discomfort. The ideal is where we try to get to. We try to have strong muscles all the time in the glutes with no tenderness. And then coming back to that Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together and lowering it down. And we're gonna do the 90-90 stretch. So everybody turn inward, facing each other and put yourself in the middle of the mat facing the long edge. You're going to put your right leg in front and your left leg's going to come behind. From there, if your right leg is in front, you want to feel like it's coming straight out 90 degrees, over to the side 90. Same with the back, straight out to the side and straight back 90 degrees. And then you're going to come down onto the right forearm. That's why I had you turn face the long way so that when you come down onto your elbow, you're on your mat and not on the wood floor. And then left arm is going to come up into the air and over your head, bend the elbow, put your fingers on your spine behind your head. You're going to reach the arm up and then wrap the arm behind the back. We're going to do that before we add the twist. Wrap the arm behind the back. And here you can allow your head to tilt down, getting a neck stretch. And then reaching the arm back up, twisting down, bring the left arm down, get the elbow down, put your hands together like you're doing a forearm plank. Breathe in and breathe out. And then slowly coming back. You're going to switch the legs around. You don't have to turn around. You just swing the legs to the other side. Left leg's now in front. Right leg is now behind. I'm going to come down onto the left forearm. Right arm reaching, bending at the elbow. Getting a tricep stretch. See if you can touch behind, maybe your shoulder, maybe your spine. If it hurts your shoulder, just go to your level. And then arm will come up and go behind your back. And then lower the head towards the shoulder, getting a stretch in the right side of the neck. And then coming back up with the head and the arm. And then right arm comes down to the mat. Hands might touch, elbows are down. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in and exhale out. Slowly making your way back to center. And just turn back the face front. Easy seat. You are done. Thank you guys for butt and the gut. It was a mostly butt focus today. So maybe next week it'll